Being a solo filmmaker or content creator is pretty hard work. For example, a scenario that pretty much anyone can relate to is trying to take an overly complicated opening shot using your Fujifilm 200mm f2 because it looks cool and also, why not? The problem is that you can't really frame yourself because it's really hard to see where you're standing because flip screen or not, it's kind of hard to see how you're framed when your camera's 30 or 40 feet away from you. Plus on top of that obligatory Fujifilm autofocus joke, the last thing you want to do is shoot an entire video, review the footage, and see that you were out of focus the entire time. A company I've never heard of named Shimbol reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to test out their wireless video transmitter, and I said, yeah, sure, whatever. I've used a couple of them over the years on live streaming events where I was a roaming camera, and I thought about buying them a couple of times during Black Friday sales, but I never pulled the trigger because they're still a couple of $100s. They're expensive, they don't get a lot of use, so I said forget about it. Click the link to check it out, and I saw that it's under $100, which is crazy for a wireless video transmitter. Now, if you're a regular on the channel, you know I love testing the cheap stuff because that really shows us how far tech has gone, not the expensive stuff. If someone walks up to you with a $10,000 setup and says, hey, let's see if this is still good in 2025, they're an idiot. Because it is still good in 2025 and 26 and probably in 2030. But a wireless video transmitter under $100, come on, sounds pretty aspirational even in this day and age. But the thing is, it works. That's me. I wonder if I went out of focus. Part of what makes something like this so cool, especially for content creators, is that I have full visibility for what I see on the camera. So you can do more than head-on shots. I'm doing a head-on shot right now, but you can do more than head-on shots and you can actually see how you're framed, make sure that you're being tracked. So at this point, I'm pretty far away from the camera, but you can see that signal hasn't dropped. Latency really isn't an issue whatsoever. And I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm also getting eaten alive by bugs because it's super humid and gross in Jersey. And we're gonna continue this indoors. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how simple it was to set this up. Connect your camera via HDMI cable to the transmitter, and then you do the same with the receiver here. I've been using this thing for about a month, and I tested it on the Axun C mode because sometimes I'm just in the field with my phone, and it works just as well as using a real recorder like the Atomos Ninja 5. Latency is rated at 70 milliseconds, which actually works all right for pulling focus, but I wouldn't pull critical focus for this. If you did have a manual setup and you had like a tilted nucleus kit or something, I'd be pretty comfortable framing myself right here and then adjusting focus accordingly. I wonder how often this autofocus has lost me in this video so far. It's powered by Sony NPF batteries, which is great because they're super cheap, and they even have USB-C rechargeable ones, which is what I use on most of my equipment these days. There are no channels, there are no multi-links. You basically just turn the transmitter and receiver on, hit the play button, and they automatically sync up. They say the range for this is up to 600 feet, which I find hard to believe, but I did test it. I found a place where I'd leave my camera so long as I could see it from a distance, and I went about 220, 250 feet, and it was pretty good. Signal transmission was good, latency was good, so it is possible that it might be good to 600 feet, but personally I'll take 50 feet because once you get to like 60, 70 feet, what are you even doing? You better have a cameraman there because someone's gonna come and steal your camera. Now, here's where we find out I got a bald spot. Oh my God, look at that thing. It's actually really cool, and this is what I mean about framing your own creative shots. Mosquito, what the hell is that, bro? Off my gear. I can see myself here now, and this is my XM5, and you can see how this would be useful for a solo filmmaker because you can take your shot, position yourself, and then turn around and be super dramatic. And that's something that you can't do unless you're shooting like on a 1080 or something ultra wide, something where you're near the camera, at least not without having like 500 takes. It's not gonna be a good time. Now the live tracking on this thing is great. I'm actually more impressed that the Fuji's keeping me in focus, although here comes the minimum focus distance, so I should start getting soft. Ooh, hey, I'm still in focus and I'm not even looking at the lens. That's actually pretty impressive. Let's get a little lower. What is the minimum focus? I'm like right next to the camera now. That's crazy. But see, I know that because I've got the monitor right next to me here, which you're probably looking at now. Is that like an infinity screen now? Yeah, so, oh, is this the thumbnail? Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Maybe not, maybe not. I don't see a lot of cars outside. Let's go take this to the streets. Okay, so all my neighbors are gonna think that I'm even more of a weirdo, so you should like and subscribe just because I'm doing this scientific test for all of us. Okay, so let's see just how far we can take this. Just so you see, here's the start point. So that's how far away my camera is right now. And we're gonna walk backwards and hopefully not fall. And I can see myself, went out of focus a little bit. So let's see how far back we can take it. Pretty good. Tracking, not really doing great. Fuji, there we go. And again, I understand that this isn't built for this purpose. Transmission's still going strong. Here I am here. Let me just put this guy down and go wide. And we're still moving back. Still moving back. That's how far away the camera is now. I can't see it. Well, I can see it, you can't. I'll take it at 24. Probably still can't see it. There's the sun blowing all the highlights out. Still going back. And now you see what I mean by, like, it doesn't really make sense to use this more than 50 feet out. I'm probably a good like 100, 120 right now. Maybe a little more. Still good signal. Getting a little nervous because I'm kind of far away from my camera out on the road. It's still going. Oh, definitely about to weird out my neighbor. Transmission's still strong. Definitely approaching 200 feet. I don't think you guys can see the camera anymore. And this is the point. The point is that the transmission, the signal is pretty good. And again, it's under a bunch of power lines, which in and of itself is pretty impressive. How's it going, man? Just recording something down there. Ignore me. Right now, we're approaching the 200-foot marker. And I think I'm gonna cut it right here because the HDMI is strong. Pretty much no latency. There's a little more latency. So you get to 200 feet, you have maybe more than that, 70 millisecond latency. Now I think I've effectively weirded out my neighbor, so I'm going to head back and we're going to take a look at the footage inside. Sorry, man, this is for YouTube. And now you get to see my wirelessly transmitted walk of shame back, explaining to him that I'm a grown man on the internet. I don't want to milk this video for anything more than it is. If you've been looking for a wireless HDMI transmitter so you can shoot yourself using your good camera, this is going to be a really good, cost-effective option that sets up really fast and really does not have any issues. It's been, like I said, it's been about a month, no issues whatsoever. We'll do the dual view here. Can you see it? I think I got to raise it up a little bit. All right. How about my co-star right here? And that's it for today's episode. It's going to be a short one. Don't forget to toss a like, subscribe if you aren't, and let me know in the comments below if you're going to pick this up or you have something else that you think I should check out. With that being said, I'll catch you at the next one. See ya. Was that in focus? Yeah, it was in focus.